Hello friends, I am Dr. M.H.Annaiah, Vice-principal Sapthagiri College of Engineering and former principal at Dr. Shivkumara Mahaswamy College of Engineering, Bangalore. I welcome you all to this presentation today, and today I am going to have discussion on the projection of hexagonal prism. So before I take up the actual problem, let me explain to you the nomenclature of this hexagonal prism. By definition, a hexagonal prism will have a hexagonal bottom face, a top face, and these two surfaces are connected by a number of rectangles. So here for a hexagonal prism, we will have 6 such rectangles on the lateral surface. Similarly, you will have 6 vertical edges called as longer edges and similar number of shorter edges for the bottom face. So 6 shorter edges for the bottom face and 6 for the top face. Now let us go ahead with the problem. And today I am going to give a problem where the hexagonal prism is resting on one of its hexagonal faces on HP. The question runs like this. A hexagonal prism.
ಬರ್ಬಿಡಿ ಹೇಳಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡಿ ಬರ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದ್ಸಲಿ ಓದ್ತಾರೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಕಿಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇದು ರನ್ ಆಗಲಿ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಎಡಿಟ್ ಹಂಗೆ ಬರೀತಾನೆ ಇರಿ ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
Friends, we have this problem running like this. A hexagonal prism having shorter edges measuring 25 mm. That is, this is the hexagonal prism we have got, and the shorter edges are these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and it has got a height of 60 millimeter. Height is measured from the center of the bottom face to the center of the top face, that measures 60 mm. It has to rest on one of its rectangular faces on HP. So there are 6 rectangular faces and we have the choice to select any one of those rectangular faces which is going to be resting on the HP. Now, before that, let me tell you about the placement of the object. So, initial placing of the object plays a very important role in the projection of solids. Now, I told you in the previous sessions that whenever any of these pyramids or prisms has to rest on the rectangular faces in case of prisms, triangular faces in case of pyramids, we have to place the object initially on HP such that one of the shorter edges of the bottom face will come to the right side of the observer, and that will be very obviously perpendicular to VP, the board here. Now I am going to place the object on HP such that one of the shorter edges of the bottom face is to the right side of the observer and obtain its top view and front view. In the front view, friends, you can all see, you can see this rectangle and this rectangle. Totally you will be able to see one vertical edge, second, third, fourth, and in the top view you will be able to see a regular hexagon having side 25 millimeter. So let me complete this part before I proceed. So I have placed the object on the HP. Before that, let me mark this VP HP draw that. This is XY line. VP HP when marked above and below the XY line indicates first angle projection. Now I am going to place the object on HP. Get its top view and front view. The top view is going to be a hexagon. Let me complete a hexagon. This is a hexagon, and you know the angle here will be, this is 360 divided by 6, it will give you this angle as 60 degree. So how to construct this hexagon? You write a vertical line AB of 25 millimeter, that is the side of the shorter edge, and then at this point you write another line. Say if this is AB, you are going to mark this point A, B, C, D, E and F. So this AF is drawn at an angle of 60 degrees to the vertical. From there you can write a vertical line straight. Take same 25, you make an arc here. So you will get the point C. Likewise, if you draw a horizontal through the point B, you will get D. Again from A, if you draw a horizontal line, and you can just cut off this and get the hexagon. So this is a hexagon we obtain as a top view when the object is resting. Here you can observe that this edge ED on which the object is going to rest later on is perpendicular to BP. So let me complete the front view of the solid. I told you in the beginning itself that it is going to be a rectangle. 1, 2, 3 rectangles you get, and this is the front view. So how to mark them? I told you, you start from the top view, mark A, B, C, D, E and F. Come to the front view, and here this figure is drawn with height as 60 mm because that is given in the question. So here is going to be ABC. So this point is going to be A dash B dash. This is C dash F dash, and this edge is going to be E dash B dash. Similarly, come to the bottom surface and mark as A1 dash, B1 dash, C1 dash, F1 dash, E1 dash and B1 dash. So again for the top, I told you there will be 6 corners for the base. Suppose this is A, this is A1, B, B1 and so on, so forth. You are going to see only the top face. I have marked that all the corners of the bottom face are covered by these A, B, C, D, E and F. So I am going to mark these as A1. This point is going to be B1 for the bottom face, D1, C1, E1, F1. Now locate the center of this hexagon by joining any of these two diagonals. It will come somewhere here. We call this as O, O1, where O represents the center of the top face and O1 represents the center of the bottom face. And we can mark in the front view this as O dash and this is O1 dash. Friends, so till now just made the object to rest on its surface, bottom surface on HP. I have got the top view a hexagon, a regular hexagon, and front view a rectangle. And if you observe this figure, you have to see what does each line represent. Here on the extreme right edge has got 4 points on this line, which are the E dash, E1 dash, D1 dash and D dash. So this line represents a plane surface. That point, this has got 4 points. Hence, this line represents a rectangular face. A rectangular face which is perpendicular to HP. But in the question it says the object or the solid has to rest on one of its rectangular faces. So we have in the front view the rectangular face represented by this line. Now I am going to redraw the first figure, which I call as figure number 1, such that this line rests on XY. So I will redraw this figure for the same dimension and obtain the top view. So here, just you can call this as figure number 2. Figure number 2 is a photocopy of figure number 1, wherein I have just made this to rest on the rectangular face. So if you just draw like this, you will have for this A dash, B dash, this is C dash, F dash, next point is E dash, D dash. Similarly for the bottom face, you have A1 dash, B1 dash, then for this you have got C1 dash, F1 dash, bottommost line is E1 dash, B1 dash. Friends, you can observe here, now this line which is on XY or on HP represents a rectangular face, and this rectangular face is on XY, or in other words it is resting on the HP. So let me also mark O dash and O1 dash, the axis of the solid. So after getting the front view, that is got by obtaining by just shifting this figure and drawing on a line on XY, let me get the corresponding top view. I will show you how it looks. So you have a figure like this. You have these 3 lines, 1, 2, 3. They are these edges, the longer edges. Now the axis of the object was perpendicular here. Now it has become horizontal, that is parallel to HP. Now I am going to redraw the second figure as shown here. I am making it to rest here. So after placing the object on HP on one of its rectangular faces, if you look from the top, for getting the top view, you will see a rectangle here and the short rectangle. Totally you will be able to see 3 rectangles. One in its true form because it is parallel to HP, and other 2 reduced in size. And these are the thing you got here. So you have got the rectangular face lying here. Let me get the top view. So to get the top view, I am going to follow the procedure. That is, I am going to complete the projection of the top face and then the bottom face, one after the other. So let me get the projection of the top face represented by this line. So I draw a vertical line from A, horizontal line from A. The point where those two intersect is a point A. Similarly, vertical line from B, horizontal line from B. Again, you are going to get the point B. Likewise, if you draw from C, vertical from C, horizontal line from C, you are going to get the point C. Equal distance on the other end, you will get point F. This is point F. So here you have both A and E. A have got comma E, and on this line you will be getting B comma D. So after getting this top face, a similar figure you obtain for the bottom face. So it is very simple. Write a projector from there and mark this. Below this you will have F1. Then this will be A1 comma E1 for the bottom face. Similarly here you will be getting B1 comma D1. The last line is C1. So the axis is here. It is very essential to locate the axis every time. So dash dot, a line like this. This is going to be your O and this is O1. So as per the rule, after getting all this, you have to join all these lines by visible lines. So all these border lines are visible. Hence I represent the top view like this. And here when you look from the top, look here, when you observe from here, you will be able to see AA line and BB line. So AA line is here, BB line is here, and this is the axis. Friends, you can observe here, in the second position, the axis of the solid is parallel to HP and is also parallel to BP. The axis of the solid is parallel to BP. But what does it say? It says draw the projection of the solid when the axis is inclined at 30 degrees to BP. Friends, now I am going to replace or redraw this figure 3 as figure number 4 such that the axis O1 is inclined at an angle of 30 degrees to BP. So I extend this line and mark a line here at an angle of 30 degrees to BP, and on this I am going to redraw this figure 3 as figure number 4. So I told you, when you are redrawing this figure in the third position, it is a choice of the persons or the viewers to take the top face nearer to the observer or the bottom face nearer to the observer. It choice is left to the person who makes the drawing. So let me draw this figure here such that O1, the axis lies on this. So let me draw this figure. O1 should be there. Friends, this same figure 3 is written as figure number 4. I will tell you how to mark these points. So this I have taken and drawn like this. So this point is going to be F. Then comes A comma E. This is axis O comma O1. Then comes the point B comma D. And the last line is C. So below the bottom face, mark it as F1. This is A1 E1. This point is B1 D1. Finally, this point is C comma C1. So you can see the change. What are the top you had, that is written here as figure number 4 with the axis of the solid inclined at 30 degrees to VP. You can show it as dash dot, etc. Now, the important thing you observe here is the object is placed such that the axis of the solid is at an angle of 30 degrees to VP. Friends, you can just observe, I am keeping the figure like this. Is it clear? Here, the bottom face of the solid, what it may be, say the top, this is the top face. Top face is here. The top face of the object is nearer to the observer, or the bottom face is away from the observer, or it is nearer to VP. So, since the observer observes from here, the complete top face of the solid represented by A, B, C, D, E is visible, and hence I am going to get all these 6 points in the front view. So for that, let me start from point A. So vertical line from A, the horizontal line from here will give you the point A dash. Likewise, B, horizontal line from B, vertical line from B. So you get a point here which I call it as B dash. Likewise, you can obtain C, D, E, etc. C and F will fall on this, which will be exactly in the center of this. So C, vertical from C, horizontal from C, the point of intersection is C dash. Likewise, you get this A dash, B dash, C dash. This point is going to be D dash because B and D, they will be on the same line. This is B dash, this is E dash, and then finally F is here. You get this figure. So you have got all these 6 points. They are all visible to the observer. Hence I show them by dot lines. A dash, B dash is one edge, second edge, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Exactly in the center of this, you can just locate O dash, the center of the top face. I have shown the top face by all visible lines because the top face of the object is nearer to the observer, hence you will be able to see the complete top face of the solid. So all these are shown by visible lines. Friends, I told you in the beginning of this session, whatever the figure you get here for the top face of the solid, like prisms and cylinders, similar figure you are going to get for the bottom face. So you are going to get an identical figure. So follow the same procedure and get the points for this. So if I start from A, E, so this is A, line A, this is A1, likewise you get B1 here, from here B1, all dashes, A1 dash, B1 dash, then C will come here, C1 dash, D1 dash will be on this, D1 dash at the same point you get, and then F1 dash will come somewhere here. So as per the rules we have been following, join all the border lines by full line. So this is a full line, this is a full line, this is a full line. Friends, when you look from the top, both A dash A1 dash, B dash B1 dash are visible. Even this edge C comma C1 is also visible to the observer. And what is not visible is that point F1 of the bottom face, which is away from the observer, that is not visible. When C1 dash is not visible, sorry, this is A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D, 1 dash, E1 dash, F1 dash. This F1 dash is not visible, and hence all the edges connecting that are to be shown by invisible line, means dotted lines indicating that edge is not visible. Mark the center of the bottom face as O1 dash. You can see here this is the axis O dash O1 dash. So this gives the complete solution. Before we conclude, we have to check whether the solution we have got is right or wrong. So I will show you. Basically, again, I will just show you the example. First of all, I made the object to rest on HP such that one of the shorter edge will come to the right side. I have got the top view, which is a hexagon, and front view, two rectangles. This is 1 and 2. This is what shown in figure number 1. Here, what is happening? The axis of the solid is perpendicular to HP, and this last line shown by E dash, B dash, B1 dash, B1 dash represents a rectangular face, and I made the object rest on rectangular face on HP. So I just made it to rest like this on HP. Got the corresponding top view and front view. Top view was 3 rectangles, 1, 2, 3, and this center rectangle is in 2 shape, whereas these 2 surfaces are inclined to HP, and we get smaller rectangles here. We got the corresponding front view and top view. In this top view, you can observe that the axis of the solid O1 is parallel to VP. He says that the axis has to be at an angle of 30 degrees to VP. Hence, I have written figure number 3 as figure number 4 by making that axis or by drawing axis at an angle of 30 degrees to VP and obtain the front view. Here, the top face of the solid A, B, C, D, E, F is kept closer to the observer, so that it is completely visible to the observer in the front view, and so mark this line. Similar figure I have got for the bottom face. Here finally you can observe, friends, the object is resting on E dash, B dash, U1 dash, U1 dash. This line which is resting on XY represents a rectangular surface resting on HP, and this gives you the front view of the solid. This is the top view of the solid, and hence we mark it as front view FV, and this is the top view TV. Friends, I hope you all followed this problem, and if you are happy with the presentation, please subscribe and do share with your friends and family members. Let everybody learn drawing, and drawing is a common subject for everybody. And I thank you very much for viewing my YouTube video, and this is Dr. M.H.Annaiah taking off.